Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are about to see something that you have never seen before, the Ultimate Fighting Challenge. Hello, I'm Bill Wallace, and welcome to McNichols Arena. McNichols Arena. I'd like to introduce you to what is called the Ultimate Fighting Challenge. You notice the ring is a little bit different than a normal boxing ring. It's more like a pit.
No further than this ring. It's not a ring at all.
It would be to get out of the ring as quick as I possibly could.
This ring is something else.
Just remember, all you have to do is climb over the ropes. Would you try to use the ropes? In the ring now is Brian Kilmore. Brian, what do you think about?
Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. You talk about an original event.
Oh.
What service? This is what I'm talking about. It's got a little bit of give.
Would you do it?
Would I do it? You mean when I was in my prime?
Now.
Only two ways out, and not until this thing is over.
The first fight will be Gerard Jardot against Taylor Tooley.
Taylor Tooley.
Hear what Taylor has to say.
My name is Taylor Tooley Wiley.
Taylor Tooley. Gerard is very strong with his legs, very strong kicker. Uses a lot of kickboxing techniques. Very strong. Basically a kickboxer that uses the boxing techniques along with the kicking techniques from Taekwondo from kicking. Now to our ring announcer.
This ring is something else.
Ron Goins.
Honolulu, Hawaii floats higher in the Pacific tonight, free from the weight of our next challenger.
Now, if you notice, Taylor is trying to take Gerard down. One more time. Now, if you notice, Tali, Kathy, did you catch that too?
No, I think it's under the table here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to find out later, and I get $1 for it. Pain hurts. Let me tell you, it ruins your whole day. It kind of discombobulates you because you really don't know where you are, whether you're standing, where you're sitting. What I don't understand is why they're in the middle of the ring.
This ring is something else.
Now there's a lot of strategy now. Catches some of those plummeting blows to the top of the head. He went too hard, too soon, too often.
What's going through your mind after you got hit early on?
What am I doing out of retirement?
Oh.
What did you expect going in? What do you expect now?
Punch out.
Oh, now come on.
And then how did it unfold? And then you realized, what were you shooting for, a 5-round bout?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm not a great interviewer.
Exactly.
What was your strategy?
Let him hit me.
If you think what he just said, he said, I'll take the punishment. I'll make the guy get tired. I'll make Zane get tired. He'll get more tired than me. Then I'll come back and pummel him. Kevin is great at taking punishment. The third fight will be Royce Gracie, who is a jiu-jitsu expert, world champion, against Art Jimerson, who is a boxing person. Oh.
And expect to see a lot of patience and strategy on the part of Royce Gracie.
Okay, Royce will be entering the ring right now. Royce Gracie will be entering the ring.
This ring is something else.
Bill, I think we probably have half of Brazil here tonight.
I think it's kind of ironic that Royce Gracie is going to wear his judo top. Much like a Muay Thai kick, but it's like a self-defense movement that a self-defense person will use against a street attack. Yeah, they had the meeting and they decided no hand wraps at all would be allowed. He would like to kick him back, but he's wearing boxing shoes.
Exactly.
He'd like to grab him, but he's wearing a pair of boxing gloves. It's also, they don't understand the movement. All they saw was Royce on top of this guy.
Yes.
Royce on top, and all of a sudden the guy goes, no, I quit.
Yes, they didn't even see the tap.
Put these guys out there trying to breathe under there. Remember, we're a mile high up in the air. The fourth fight will be Ken Shamrock, who is a shoot fighting, also does some wrestling, also does some Taekwondo movements, against Patrick Smith, Taekwondo practitioner, winner of the Sabaki Challenge here this last year, also Robotai. First of all, Ken Shamrock. He's a shoot fighter. He's done wrestling. He's done some judo techniques. He's also been a street fighter, you might say. Very strong. I think he's 220-some pounds. Like you said, now they probably just have one large weight division.
I think so.
Which is none. Ken is wearing the very simple swimming trunks just so you can't grab anything.
That's probably a good idea.
And he looks pretty good in his swimming trunks, too.
I have to admit, he looks pretty fantastic.
Pat is a very, very strong person, very streetwise. Not me. I'm with you. Let's go play some football.
This is your game, baby.
I'm an old person. I'm 40. I'm an old person.
Right,
a foot on the back, right where the kidney is just like having a little ninja super glue to your back. I didn't have some practical experience in grappling. I would say weight makes a difference, but it absolutely does not.
Now you're going to think how maybe those kicking techniques can set up some grappling techniques, or maybe create the opening that you need for the what you might call the kaboomer.
How is this like the bouts you do in Japan each and every month? Easier.
If you notice, Ken was breathing just a little bit. Here we have Gerard Jardot against Kevin Rozier. Now, Gerard has to get out of here and get done early. Kevin has to come up here, take less punishment. Look at Gerard's face. He's been hit a couple times, so, you know, he's nothing new to this sport. I think Gerard is entering the ring.
This ring is something else.
They're going over the rules now that there aren't any of. I thought strategy would come into play, much like a football game, because you run 3 plays and punt. It's kind of a long day. Let's go to Brian now with the loser, Kevin. He seems like he's still in a great mood. This match coming up, I think, is going to be the best match of the evening. Hoist Gracie against Ken Shamrock. If you notice, the referee is kind of keeping them far away from each other. I think it's very intelligent. Now let's go see what is the rematch of the thing, the replay.
Watch Ken's left hand. There's Hoist's left. There's 2, 3, and I thought 4.
That's it. That's
and 5. 5 taps.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the final match for the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Remember, he's had 2 fights already, but none of them have gone anywhere. Here comes Gerard right now.
He said it's all over! What are you going to do with the money?
I'm going to go to Disneyland.
You going to Disneyland? With that, let's go to Bill. Hey, over in the booth, Bill.
Now, let's go to the awards. The award ceremony now with Hoist Gracie, for Jim Brown, for Kathy Long,
Don't
for
forget
Ron
Brian.
Machado,
Don't forget
for
Brian.
Brian, what were you doing here?
Kill me.
You have not been a champion of anything ever. What were you doing here?
I can tell the viewers, the listeners, what it is like in this ring and outside the ring. This ring is something else. And I'm a thumb wrestling champion.
Oh, now, come on.